Hey everyone. Can you hear me? Let me see. Hey everyone,
Hello?
can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they're stealing credit for it.
I specifically wanted it to be separate people so that it was specifically not people that were going to antagonize him. And he was already telling everyone in the group about it, including the ones that are specifically talking about going and antagonizing him with it. And then I tell James that they're taking everything I worked for and retwisting. He's like, that's just how it is.
That's just how it is.
That's just how it is.
I really hate that defeatist mentality.
But I mean, I don't know. Like, it's
It's
pissing me
fucking
off.
shitty. It's fucking shitty. I'm sorry you're going through it. Like I know you put in so much work for this. I'm really sorry. It's
The bar association should just be the exam, the tags, the license. PDO should be the public defender's office in paper. I don't know why they're acting like it's an impossible feat. Like, the police don't have one business that they answer to. They are their own thing. It's not impossible. It just requires a little bit of extra work.
I understand.
And they're like, oh, Liz is just gonna be power hungry and take over, and I don't know, like.
I've been
Granted,
trying
the
to.
union stuff isn't helping, but.
I'm sorry. Uh, yeah, I realized I probably should be keeping my head down until this had all worked out. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry.
Now with them taking all the credit for everything, they're going out and getting everyone like company vehicles and shit. And he's like, well, at least I know what you did all the work. James is starting to really piss me off. I don't think he has ever supported anything I'm doing. He wanted it to fail, and now that it's succeeding, he's okay with just letting them take all the credit for it. All of it.
I know
He
you
didn't fight for me.
I know you worked really hard on it. It's it's really shitty what they're doing. I'm not gonna say it is what it is because that's very shitty. I've been seeing you trying. We talked about it so much, and I could see the whole effort you've been putting in. It was. Thank you. I know it may not have paid off, but thank you.
I know you don't trust other people, but I hope you can trust me for what
I
I was
trust you.
trying to do.
I trust you. Absolutely, I do. I know you've been trying really hard. I can see that. I mean, you've been giving almost everything, I feel, to trying to get this working.
While I'm running for office and while I'm trying to get this festival going.
Can I help you with anything? Do you need help with anything?
I mean,
Doesn't matter what it is. It's fine. You can ask me and I'll help you.
I don't know. They're like, they're not gonna ever recognize you as like being in charge of anything up there. I wanted that to be like, and they're sitting here saying they don't have the numbers to split people when we were literally doing that all day today.
Yeah, I attended.
It's their fault they don't have the numbers because they keep dooming until everybody leaves.
I attended actually a good. I think it was 11
Pissworm.
sour ups
Yeah,
today.
Pissworm did a bunch. You did a bunch. Did you do yours mostly out of Blaine County or just
Those were
everywhere?
only BSCSO that I did out of.
11?
11, I believe, yeah. It was back to back too. It was good 3 hours straight. We were just going at it.
And then basically it was just you and Pissworm all day.
I was doing it with Barry Honest, actually. He helped out
and
for a little bit of it, yeah.
okay.
And Jacob was there as well.
Yeah.
Although he was brain damaged. So.
I don't know how they can say they don't have the numbers when they literally have a whole chunk of people that refuse to be respectful with Blaine County Sheriff's Department.
Who was saying all this?
First and Hugo were saying they don't have the lawyers to spare.
So. Yeah, I'd realized that they were trying to take control of things whenever they said, you know, what if it was just under the PDO? Like, that's a strange thing to say. You're trying to, that feels like you're trying to make it like your own thing rather than Evelyn putting all this effort in.
This is why I wanted it separated.
Or be more easily accepted that way. Well, what do you mean it'd be more easily accepted that way? Have you been trying to get it accepted? I know they haven't actually. I know that you've been putting in all that work.
And James is just okay with it. He didn't speak up. He never does.
But I'm power hungry on. It's funny. I just want to help people. I really do. It's hard. It's really hard.
Hello?
I know. I'm guessing you have similar. You want to help people too. I'm sure you feel the same way. Right? That it's hard, but it's. I trust you, Evelyn. I very much so do. Do you need help with anything? Or Evelyn?
I don't know.
It's fine if you don't know. Would you like, even if you don't know what it is, would you like help?
There are literally people in the PDO that I don't ever want to see up in Blaine County.
I don't think we have to worry about that too much. I mean, those people are going to stay where it's easy for them to manage things, where it's easy to stay the same. It is interesting, though, to see that you going first. I actually had a lot of faith in them. I hadn't seen really anything negative towards.
It's funny how they're still hesitating to promote anyone like Morgan when she's pretty much the obvious answer right now.
Morgan's been great. She's been amazing, actually.
They're gonna hem and haw about it for another like month and a half until I'm like, hey, pick one. Here's my pick. They were gonna pick Woody, and then I was like, no, Hugo's the one that's here every day.
Oh, to make her the other PDO lead.
And the reason why they made that lieutenant role was because they kind of wanted to promote both, but couldn't really, so they like threw him a bone with that.
Honestly, with the rate that the PDO leads are turning out, I'm not sure how long things would last for in any position.
Maybe Dan should have just kept the control.
The PDO?
Yeah.
He didn't.
I mean, because it really seems like everyone thought that, like, because it seems like they think that the PDO is Saba. And that, like, that's why they all get butthurt whenever judges give people bars and stuff. The PDO wanted the exclusive right to give people bar exams and then give them their bar, so they could charge them for it. They are not the Bar Association. They are the PDO.
From what I remember, the judges had just decided that. They're like we want the list. We want you being the one to give the bars to everyone. And I'm like, well, why are you giving me this work? But I was like, sure, whatever, I guess.
Yeah, well, it needs to be a separate entity, and PDO needs to go back to being PDO.
I agree. I remembered. You remember when we were having that? We had a couple lawyers that wanted to quit, and we all had that meeting down in the judges' room way back when. And James and Killian had been chosen as the PDO, other PDO leads. At that time, I'd been wanting help, absolutely, but I'd been wanting an assistant. I'd been wanting someone who would be equal in that way. But I figured, well, it's going to happen anyways, as Dan clearly is pushing towards this. So might as well accept the change myself rather than being forced into it. Now, I had thought that was because I had some difficulty giving power to others or like trusting them in that some way, and that is true. But it's also because I trusted myself to be able to do things right as it had. I'd been keeping things going until then.
It's crazy how the only person that really had faith in you was, besides me, is Wrangler.
Yeah,
Maybe
Wrangler
I should just get Wrangler to raise a stink.
Wrangler was actually pretty quick to accept the Blaine County thing. He was actually saying that
Wrangler has no respect for James. I can tell you that right now. He thinks he's a joke.
James, really?
And he's only showing respect for Hugo. He thinks he's kind of a joke too because of that one lawsuit that he was going to be pushing. Well, it wasn't really Hugo's lawsuit, but he was apparently a witness during it.
I've worked with Wrangler a fair amount in the past. So I have built that respect, yeah.
That's why it was also another reason why I wanted a specific PDO up there is because I want it to be people that Wrangler can at least respect enough
Mhm.
and like understand. These little fucking parasite paralegals that are already talking about like how they're gonna fuck with Wrangler up there. I don't want them there.
What
I don't think
what
anyone wants
paralegals?
them there.
Yeah, what paralegals are saying this?
The twins or whatever. I don't know what their names are.
Yeah,
They're obnoxious, and I wish they would die in a fire.
I don't think I've met them. Maybe it's for the best.
Yeah, probably.
Wrangler had said that he was wanting the Blaine County PDO to have the motels, to be function out of the motels,
Oh,
and he said he'd support it if it was functioning out of the motels.
really?
Yeah,
Because Ham was telling me she wanted to buy that.
that's what he told me. He didn't seem that interested.
I think there is some locals that like to shoot each other to death there, though.
Oh,
What else was he saying?
he was saying that he didn't seem that interested in it. But when I was saying we were based out of the bank, he says, "Well, if you base yourself out of the motels, then I'll support you 100%. Absolutely." I was like, "Okay," and because he didn't seem that interested in it before, he's like, "Yeah," but he seemed interested in the idea of us being based out of the motels for some reason.
Some kind of Wrangler logic.
I guess so.
Maybe so you could laugh. Look at you. You live in a shitty hotel.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, whatever. You gotta be able to put up with that if you work there.
No, I don't
I
care.
like how he. See, that's what I mean. He wouldn't have told you that if he didn't respect you to some degree.
I was kind of surprised.
Yeah.
I was at the bank and he went to go get his check and he said, "Oh, hey, listen, I didn't even notice him." And I'm like, "Oh, hey," but I don't seem call out to people very often. But that acknowledgement, I felt very acknowledged by that, and so I was very happy with that. Felt like an old friend kind of saying hi.
Mm-hmm.
I function very much so. I live off of affirmation. Maybe it's not the greatest way to live, but for me, it keeps me going. Can I ask what it is for you?
Huh?
What is it for you? What keeps you going?
I don't know.
You don't have any idea?
Never. Oh, I don't wanna. I don't wanna get into that.
That's fine if you don't want to. That's fine. Yeah, I just I've been feeling. I don't know. I've been feeling today emotions. So
Yeah.
I'm not used to it.
I got to a point today where I just wanted to like stop waking up. Cause like we were at the promenade trying to set up things, and I had like 5.5 seconds to try to explain my plan to Dan. And Emma knows, she knows how hard it is to get time to speak to him alone without interruptions. And how frustrating it is for me specifically to be interrupted and unable to speak, right? So what does she do? She comes right up to me on the phone and is like, Evelyn. I'm like, what? And she's like, do you want a rug? I was like, what the fuck? How is this important enough to interrupt what I'm trying to say to Dan when you know I hate being interrupted? And then before I could get back to talking to him, he suddenly had to leave. And it was just like, why can't you respect that, you know? Why can't you just let me speak and respect me enough to let us speak? And then when we were up in the offices just now trying to discuss my idea to First and to Hugo, she was there and she did it again. She just started randomly talking about some other random thing, and like whatever she has to say is suddenly more important than anything Evelyn's already saying. Let's just blurt it all out. Like, God fucking damn it, woman, just shut up. Sit on your zip it. You know, it's like worse than Yackle sometimes. Cause she knew at that moment that I had already been bothered by it, and then it was a problem, and then she did it again by choice. Because she'll be like, I'm sorry, but I have to say this. No, you're not sorry. Because if you were, you wouldn't have done it.
Sorry, you're going through it.
You know, it's just like, stop. Stop throwing disrespect at me and then making me feel bad for feeling disrespected, you know? And just saying, oh, that's just how it is. No, I don't accept that's just how it is as an answer. You explain it to me and you make it make sense. It's not acceptable. If you wouldn't like it, don't do it. Yeah, sometimes people talk over each other. It doesn't make it right. If you know you're doing it, you stop. And this shit where these guys took everything after everything, after I finally was able to get it all out and explain it in detail, they just take it, walk outside the door, and start talking about how it's their grand idea. All right, let's go get brand new cars. Like a big old bow on a present that I spent all the time picking out, boxing up, and gift wrapping. And they're like, here you go, this is from us. Your grand PDO leads. Not like Evelyn just spent a whole fucking week building this from the ground up.
I know how much effort you put in. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Yeah. I want it to be separate entities.
I'm sorry. I'm having strong.
Just it's kind of like how like the hospital shouldn't be the same thing as the health department, you know?
Yeah.
The health department and the hospital should be two separate entities. The hospital is underneath that umbrella. They should not be this a rank within the health department. I feel like that's what's happening here. Saba should be the umbrella entity that stands over everything that's beneath it. It's what it is, you know? There's someone should be giving out those bars, but otherwise the PDO is its own office. The other PDO is its own office. The judiciary is its own office. And they should not be ranks within one thing, you know?
Yeah, I understand. As much as I understand, as much as I'd like to, change things and help, it feels like there's just constantly people standing in the way. Is this something I should continue to help with? Is it like, is this wanted? Am I fucking up?
I don't know if this seems like the same thing that they did to that paralegal girl, where they want to exclude people, and then they're not gonna have it any other way.
I'm not going to allow exclusion. It's, I can. That's one part of myself. Maybe I can try control that, but I'm not sure I can see people being excluded and just be okay with that ever. That's not something I can just accept as that's just how it is. I'm going to fight people about it, and I'm going to get very pissed about it. But I know that's not going to fix things. So what do I do? All I'd really wanted was to create a place where it was okay to make mistakes.
I need you to repeat that one more time, just because I hiccuped and I went deaf for a second.
I'm not sure how much I can trust myself to not make a stink of things if I see people being excluded.
Mm-hmm.
I can. I'm going to get mad and I'm going to do something stupid when I get mad. So, I'd always wanted to create a place where, it's okay to make mistakes. That's what I was trying really hard for that. But to see people being thrown out left and right like this, it's very, very disheartening.
Mm-hmm. Who knows? Maybe it's something I can change when I'm a governor, lieutenant. Just restructure the whole Saba thing. By force, if I have to.
You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. That's very. You can just do you. If you feel called to that, you can head towards that, but you don't have to do anything. Okay. You don't agree? Revlin?
Oh yeah, now they're trying to. Oh, so sorry, we didn't mention you. Oops, my bad.
Oopsie. So, well, it feels very two-faced. But I don't understand why. I mean, I don't think I've ever shown, like, malice towards them. And I don't think you really you have either, right? So, why? Maybe I don't need to understand. I'm trying to understand something that doesn't line up with my. Reason probably doesn't matter.
What?
For why they are doing shitty things like that. I'm not sure what to do, honestly. I'm not sure what to do. I feel like if I keep trying, there's just not going to be anything that shows from it. I mean, maybe I don't need to show something from it. Maybe I can just. I don't want to keep fighting uphill. Do you have any advice?
Hang on, I'm gonna answer something. Sorry, sometimes it's hard to talk and type at the same time.
No, you're fine. I get it.
Also, I don't know if it'll affect you, but apparently anyone with a business permit is getting their stuff yoinked in a few weeks, including my grove and everything.
Oh, the occupancy permit. So
Yeah. All of it's going away.
is that why they suspended? That's really fucked up though. That they would. That's
We suspended them because we're trying to figure out what to do with the real estate thing, but I guess now it's all going to the real estate thing, which means everything is going to cost $1 billion, and it's all going to go to gangs that can afford it.
I'll give you whatever I have if that makes anything. How much do I have? Let me check.
We should start all over again.
I mean, it doesn't need to
And
be.
they're doing this before the vote, before the election. So, like, even if the governor wins, it's like it's all coming down. I don't know why they can't just wait for the election stuff to happen. Stop pushing everything through. Like, there's not gonna be anything left for a governor to do.
Feels kind of oppressive. I didn't realize what I've been feeling kind of oppressed. So I've been trying to do things to like break out of that feeling. To have some form of control.
You know, Siobhan warned of all of this too.
No, I understood.
She tried to put an end to this so fast, and you know they stopped to her face, but then they kept talking their shit.
Did something happen to her?
Well, I don't know where she been, but you know
True.
when she thought James was talking a little bit too much shit about you.
Yeah.
Like, this is it. When everyone's like complaining in a circle, and no one's telling them to cut it out.
We'd had a conversation about it too, and then James went. Even after we agreed, after that he went and asked Dan to remove me as chief of the PTO.
Did he ask for
Yes,
that?
he told me straight up to my face that he asked me to be removed.
He also told me that Hugo said he didn't want my plan to work. And then I
That's
asked
fucked up.
Hugo about that, and he said he didn't say that.
Honestly, I'm starting to question Hugo a bit more now that you've said that he was just trying to take credit for your stuff. That's very two-faced. I had a lot of faith in him. I thought he showed incredible potential, but he did complain quite a bit. That's one thing I noticed about him. Complain about others too, specifically. I think about it. Gotta be careful who you trust, Evelyn. It's maybe I shouldn't be saying that. Maybe I should be a little bit more trusting of others or something. But I can't. It's hard.
I don't even know, like, some days I'm like afraid of winning the election because I'm so used to being a clerk for Dan and poking around in the MDT and doing all that stuff, being the PCP, you know, that's what I'm familiar with. But
Change.
now it's like I don't know if I don't win at this point, like oh, I get to go back to just being just a clerk. That's all I'll ever be, just a clerk.
Well, I appreciate that, Clark. So don't be saying that. It's my friend you're talking about.
Thank you.
You know, I'm just a lawyer, so it's okay. You know, I'm the just. I'm in the just thing too.
I hope they never have you questioning your capabilities because you're one of the best.
Thank you. I appreciate you a lot. A lot. Hmm.
I tried.
I know you did. I know you tried. I appreciate you so much because not even because I appreciate you. I appreciate you regardless. So I appreciate you.
Yeah. I miss when it was just us on the couch, you know?
I do miss it. I miss it a lot actually. Now it feels like there's more and more going on, but less and less that I am able to be part of it.
I need to go get my bike from in here. Where are you right now, anyway?
I don't know. Where am I?
Are you still up north?
Yeah, I'm still up north. I was going to head to bed and uh, I was actually just about to head to bed and I got your text message and I was like, oh, okay, well, and I was like, and you sounded like you were really going through it. And I'm like, I need to help her. So I'm like, I'll call her. All right.
They're still trying to gaslight me into thinking that I'm just like overreacting or something.
You're not overacting. You put in so much effort. I've seen how much effort you've put in. You put in so much.
Like I'm just an irrational woman or something.
It doesn't matter to me if you're rational or otherwise. You know, I'm crazy myself. It's okay to be a little crazy.
You need to be a little crazy up there.
Mm-hmm. I prefer people crazy, honestly.
I think I'm gonna drive up there and park my car there.
Yeah, I'm just actually up at the garage in the building.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm just
pulling
behind.
out my car and that guy yelled at my face.
I'm just behind the building, actually, of the garage up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's so all the lawyers doing it got to me. I much as I don't want to admit it, it definitely got to me, and so I was.
It got to me too. Is why I started telling them to stop, and then they didn't like being told that that's what they were doing because people don't like having to face their issues, you know.
Really?
I don't know. It's just you're not. I guess you're not supposed to point out when people are being obtuse.
Oh. I would like it if you did it for when I'm doing it. It's I'm not gonna get mad at you for something like that. I'd appreciate it if you did.
Mm.
Like I know.
I was telling you to. That's why I was telling you to cut it out with pipe it with the union stuff because I was like, we're so close to this thing, you know. I
I'm
thought that was the best chance we'd have to giving it to you. But in order to give that to you, we literally need to restructure like how Saba links in with these other organizations.
the union thing. I thought I was doing to like to help everybody. I thought it was something that like we could all, you know, it's like a union, like we could all get on board with it. But
Yeah.
because I didn't.
I don't think they want that because that would mean they wouldn't be able to just dick you around.
But that's the what's the point of a union? But I mean, I've always I've just been.
They really seem to enjoy dicking you around up there. And I can't believe that they don't see how like toxic that one girl is. Cassandra, I think her name is. Harper. She really is a Harper.
Don't think I met her.
Well, hopefully if you stay up there, you won't have to.
I mean, I've met a lot of toxic people. Or what was it? I was okay. Now I've been wondering why Hugo and First have been so quick to. I had asked personally. I said, "Hey, can you give her another chance?" And they denied me. And I just thought there was like a lot of pressure to remove her from others, but I think they wanted that paralegal gone, and they were okay with excluding others. They were okay with that.
Yep.
That's I'm not willing to. Even for you remember for a bird, even for a bird, I gave him so many chances.
Yeah. Now, I would say, limit that a little more than you did, but
I mean, I understand now. It's
specifically for up here, you need to be more selective with like, all right, you got what it takes to go up against these guys. Maybe not you though, you know? This is like either full-fledged lawyers or like the paralegals that are like piss worm where they're already like kind of snappy with it. Not the ones that are gonna be like permanent ass lawyers or whatever. Not
um
kitties, you know?
I haven't seen Kitty in a while, and I was trying to give her a lot. I was giving her too many chances, probably.
Everyone did. I mean, she flat out screamed at Hugo once just for calling her ma'am. Now I get being annoyed by being called ma'am, but that is your. You gotta control that, you know?
Yeah, yeah. If you have stress and whatnot, taking that on others is a very, very toxic thing.
She was so bad about that. And I wanted to believe that, like, hey, if we, like, are nice enough to her, she'll chill out. But no, it just kept getting worse.
I thought maybe she'll open up on her own. Maybe she'll be like more okay regarding things, and she seemed to be doing that a little bit. But I would look away and then she'd be screaming at somebody.
The hell?
I tried actually. I had a good like 2 hour long conversation with her. I was
I
just
thought that was a local, and then I thought it was not a local, and then it turned out it was indeed a local.
like
Is this a garage? Garage?
yeah, it's a garage.
Well, hey, it's you.
It's just me.
Was it this guy over here?
Yep.
Wow.
Well.
Ended. Hi.
Mm. Hey.
Instead of hearing any kind of feedback or any kind of, hey, what you did was kind of shitty, they're just like, fine, whatever, bye. It's chicken shit behavior.
It's. I'm sorry. I. I really want to help.
Huh?
I really want to help, but I don't know how.
You're already helping by being up here and making this real, you know? That's the thing that I hate about it more, is the ones that are taking credit for all of this haven't even stepped foot in that office. They're like, oh, we don't have anyone to spare. Yes, you do. You have you. You go do it. They didn't fight for any of this. They didn't fight for the Life Invader building. They didn't fight for the DMV when they were complaining about how they're getting bombed all the time in the Life Invader building. They weren't fighting for any of it. They have like $2 billion in their budget that they're not using, that they could have ordered like 5 custom buildings with by now. They're not doing anything with it until they're like, oh, maybe we can buy a house and work out of there. Even though they know, because they work with for the DOJ, that you cannot buy a house to do business out of. They know this.
Yeah, hadn't someone already tried to buy like an auto shop?
And then they're like, oh, what if we buy a recording studio and make that the office? That's a recording studio. So now someone who wants a recording studio can't have one because you want to have a weird, quirky office? What are you doing? So then they get that wing. And you know what? Yeah, keep it. I don't care. The governor should have their own. If I win, I'm taking the Arcadius building.
Maybe we've been trying to help too many people at once.
Yeah.
I remember, back when I could just help like one person. And that was nice.
The thing is funny about this is, while they might try to claim this, Wrangler and Tessa and everyone up here knows that it's my face they've been seeing every day up here. Well, not my face, but my masked face. I've been the one. So when they go up there like, hey, we opened a new office, hopefully one of them is like hell you did. Jesus Christ.
Sick. Oh fuck.
Is anyone dead? It's one of those tanks exploded, I guess.
Oh, is that what it is? I keep on hearing it explode.
Yeah. Maybe we need to put a little fence around those.
Oh, you're gonna get yours from a judge?
I think when you wake up here, or if you come up here, you should just pop in and let them know, hey, I'm around if you need a closer lawyer, I'm available. Just poach them entirely.
I could try to do something like that.
I want...
Make our own DOJ.
And they're being...
Blackjack.
That's the twins right there. Up here trying to take credit for it all.
Oh, those people? I've seen them a couple times.
Yeah, the purple hair girl.
Mhm.
The one sitting on the car. That's the ones that I didn't want coming up here. Because they come here to antagonize.
Yeah, I'd seen them here. They're just kind of hanging out, and I was wondering. I thought they might have been the cops or something.
It's funny because they're currently talking shit about Hugo.
So all of a sudden,
It might be about James actually, but I'm not sure. I'm hoping that they send more tech men to work out here more. It's kind of like a clinic in a way. I don't think they can do like high level traumas or anything, but that's something.
yeah, I've been seeing some TACmen around here. For your growth, I understand it's been taken away again. It's like really shitty. But you gotta remember, home. It's where you make it. Home's where the heart is and all that, right?
Yeah. I like
Put
this
drunk
little
tank in
town
there.
square.
Yeah, it's nice.
This like the whole stretch is nice.
Yeah, I only saw those two.
It's quieter. You don't have like constant. Sometimes you'll get the car alarm, but it's not like all angles, all directions.
I don't know, it was pretty clean.
You get explosions every now and then, all the time.
Yeah, you know,
Also
keeps
talked
things
to the
interesting.
guy who built this building. Yeah, he had a high vis on and a construction helmet. He was really nice. He said I
This
wasn't
tree likes
cheap.
to fall on people's
This one, is
cars.
Good morning.
that a tree? I thought it was like some sort of cactus or something.
It's like a Joshua tree, I think. They just fall over.
He just let himself in. I thought he was the shit.
It'd be funny if somehow you were given keys to the.
You guys have a
BCSO
fridge in
building.
there? Maybe he stocks the fridge.
If what building?
If you were given keys to the BCSO building.
That'd be funny. Only way they could do that though is
Maybe?
to add me.
He said I was lazy. I moved home after the flood.
You know, we could just get it to a point where
Private island.
Wrangler only respects you and a select few and just like makes the rest a living hell. Like he does.
I've never understood why people have difficulties interacting with him.
Hmm?
I've never understood why people have difficulties interacting with him.
Because they have big egos and he squashes them.
Or maybe is that why?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
People are used to being able to be like, well, that's not nice, and then everyone cowers to them, but these deputies don't play that shit. It's like, you're in our turf here, and you're gonna respect the people here, or you're gonna get the fuck out and stop crying. And I kinda respect that. What up?
Hey, I was just gonna see if y'all needed anything from in here.
Sure, why not? Come on, Liz,
Okay.
it's on me.
All right, what can I get for you?
I will have I get 2 of the crab combos
Yeah, absolutely.
for me, and then whatever Liz wants.
Sure.
Let me see.
Hey, y'all.
What up?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going.
Hey.
Do you want any specific kind of tea? We got ice, peppermint, lemon, black tea.
I'll take black tea.
All right.
What do you want, Liz?
Can I get the American Classic? I haven't had some good old burger.
Let's see, an American Classic, and then you got the crab combo. Let's see, that'll be 200, 150. That'll be 350 overall.
Two of
Sure.
the crab. Two of the crab.
Oh, 2 crab combos.
Is there an
Okay, so
ATM
it'd be-
around here?
There's a bank next door.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go to the bank real quick. Get some money.
You
Yeah,
can
sure
write
thing.
checks for food, Hoover.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
you
write
can't?
checks.
Okay, I'll write check.
you can.
I'll write check.
The check ID is right there on the counter.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so that'll be $5.50 overall. Go ahead and put your crab dinner and black tea in that tray right there. And let me get
Pardon
your
me,
American Classic.
Okay.
There's that. Here, alright, you can. We'll sit on this side so we don't hog the whole tray.
That's okay.
It's my tray. I want it now. I'm just kidding.
All right, 2 slushies, a burger, and fries in the tray.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for the tip.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and what can I get for you two?
I'll take two of the Australian crabs.
All right, so that's 400.
All right.
Crabs, huh? Getting fancy.
Do you want any specific kind of tea with that?
You have iced tea, sweet tea.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's just ice. It's unsweet, but I can make it
Alright.
sweet.
That's fine. Yeah, can you do that?
Yeah, sure. Let me get some sugar here. Give me 2 seconds.
All right. What are you gonna get, Hoover?
I'm thinking about the American Classic. A couple of American classics, you know? Good old wholesome American boy.
All right, that's 400, and that's in the tray for you. Hey, so what you said? One, you want one American Classic?
Could I get 2 American Classics?
Yeah, sure thing. So that'll be 300.
Yeah. All right, cool. I wrote a check. I'm put that in the
Alrighty.
tray.
Perfect.
I put $50 in there for you too.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I will also put $50 in there.
Appreciate that, y'all.
There you go, Hoover. It's American tipping.
You're making me
culture.
look bad, man. Tipping right
No.
now. I have to tip because I feel guilty if I don't. You jerk. What are you doing to me?
My bad, man.
You
Yeah.
be showing me up, making me look bad. Look at me look like a cheap ass.
Well,
No, that's okay. I work the same job as y'all. I know the pay's kind of
Oh,
ass.
sorry, yeah, sorry. Didn't mean for you to hear that. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to my burger. Looks good.
It's in the tray for you.
All right, yeah, sounds good. Get some of that.
All right, there we go. We are back. Need to get some sugar. Gonna make some more slushies.
Ooh, brain freeze. Ooh, oh, ooh, 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 ooh.
this crab is crunchy,
Ooh,
man.
oh my head. Oh my head. Oh my head.
Mm.
Ooh man.
You
that
okay?
hurts. Yeah, it's just a
oh.
little brain freeze. You know why brain freeze happens?
Not particularly. Why?
It's because the blood vessels in the roof of your mouth contract. That's that's what happens.
It's disgusting.
It hurts. Yeah. That hurts. That's
Why
why
does it hurt your brain?
supposedly brain freeze gets better if you like rub your tongue on the roof of your mouth to warm it back up again. Maybe, I don't know.
I've always stuck my
I've tried
tongue,
it, but it
like
never
my
worked.
thumb in there. Yeah, it just feels like it's doing nothing.
Yeah, I think it's just too late. I don't know.
See, maybe like you should just have like some boiling water on standby.
Yeah,
just
but
drink
I feel
that.
like boiling water would hurt a lot.
Well, yeah, with the brain
Yeah.
freeze gone.
Yeah, that would probably hurt. I don't think it would. You know,
Mm.
here's the thing.
Mm.
Let me swallow the rest of my crab. You know how they say if you hurt somewhere, the easiest way to forget about that pain is to hurt yourself somewhere else.
Yeah,
God.
yeah. They said you can't feel pain at two places at once. I
So
don't know how
guess,
true that is though.
I don't
I
think
guess
that's
the
true at
boiling
all.
water would technically help. Because you
Hmm.
really wouldn't be worried about the brain freeze anymore after
Yeah,
drinking boiling water.
that's
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
You know?
What if you just
Well, you
pour
don't
the
have to, like,
boiling water on
chug
your
it.
foot then?
Well, like, people sip like hot coffee and shit all the time. I mean, they're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to, like,
know. You
you
don't
don't
want
have
to be
to
like
chug
that
the boiling water.
McDonald's lady and get it all spilled, and that's
Oh
horrible.
man, that was a horrible case.
You know, they really did twist that to make her look like a money grubber, like the bad guy. when it was really
her skin
McDonald's.
melted.
Yeah, it melted her skin.
Her skin melted.
We don't
Yeah,
have to get into the real grimy details, but it was bad. It was bad.
I think just
Parts of her
saying-
fused with other parts of her. It was that bad.
Yeah.
They were not good parts.
Oh, that's really. Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
No,
Hmm.
you know what? She was only suing him for the medical bills too, and they just wouldn't even pay that. That's all she actually wanted was just the medical bills.
She won that, didn't she?
So when they ended up awarding her, they only gave her what McDonald like profits off coffees for like a single day. That was the amount that they awarded her eventually.
It's like $400.
No.
If well,
All
no, wait, this
McDonald's-
was.
it was millions. It was a lot.
Oh, all McDonald's. Oh, I thought you meant
Yeah.
like that one
Yeah,
fucking
no,
she
no.
went to.
No.
I was gonna say that's
She
bullshit.
didn't. It's not like she proposed that. It's like the judge was just like the jury was like, "Yo, we're gonna give you this amount," or the judge. Like she didn't come up with that number.
McDonald's has always been
Oh.
shitty. Let's be fair.
But to be fair, the coffee was actually like it was so incredibly hot. Like it was unnecessarily hot. It was how hot was it? Let me check.
Isn't she the reason why like caution extremely hot exists on the side of cups now?
It was their coffee was between 180 and 190 degrees. That's how hot they kept their coffee.
Isn't that like?
That's
Hold on.
insanely
That's-
hot.
I'm trying to think of how far past boiling that is. No, that's like 10 degrees from boiling, right?
Yeah.
That's
I don't
fucking
know, it's
ridiculous.
Fucking hot as shit.
It's, I think 210 is boiling or something.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. They said they like to keep their coffee hot because truckers like it hot because they like to just have it at hot so it doesn't cool down too fast. But
Or
and
you
no
just
one
have
can
cups
you
that
can't
actually
drink
have.
coffee at those degrees. Like you just burn yourself.
Yeah, or I mean, fuck a trucker. What about like 90% of the people that come to your fucking store?
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds goofy.
Yeah, they said truckers liked it really hot, so it just
Lame
they can
ass
just keep it in their
excuse.
truck. Yeah, that's what their reasoning was. Crazy.
Hmm.
All right.
Hey,
Hello.
Hey.
can I ask you something?
Sure.
Why do you always wear that scary mask?
It reflects evil energy back at itself.
Oh, okay. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
It's kind of like a man's beard, you know?
Okay.
It's a
People
flavor
ask
saver?
me that people tell me I should wear a mask a lot.
Why?
They say I'm ugly.
They're ugly.
Yeah, but I am ugly though, let's be honest. I know I'm ugly. Look at me.
I mean, that's
I
how you
mean-
want to identify yourself.
Do you got a like boyfriend or girlfriend? I mean,
No, I'm saving myself for the eventual alien invasion when they make themselves known so I can cross-pollinate with their species for their experiments
Pollinate.
to help
huh?
further mankind.
okay. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go cook some crabs.
Would it really be mankind you're furthering at that point in time?
Yeah, because we're like the next step in human evolution is mingling with the aliens. I want to be first in line for all the alien babes.
Fair.
I bet you alien babes would be so hot.
Yeah, maybe they'd have like 10 boobs or something.
God, that's
Like a
that's eight
cow.
more than two.
7 vaginas.
Maybe, yeah.
That's a
Just
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just huge vagina.
Interlayered, and I don't know. Maybe they have like 10 butts or something. Maybe they'd have stuff we never even heard of before. Like, yeah,
Like
vaginas,
sexual parts.
penises, they're great, right? But what if there's something even better out there?
Whoa,
Yeah.
something even better that I could.
Mm-hmm. What if there's like, yeah, what if there's like an appendage that's like, you know
feels
what?
even
Forget
better.
it. Let's just
it
whatever.
feels
Use
even
your
better?
imagination. Let's go.
Okay, all right.
that guy has
Oh, I
some
missed
ideas.
that whole conversation. Thank God.
All right.
What was that? What was that all about anyway?
I couldn't tell you. I asked him if he had a girlfriend, and that turned into that.
Sometimes I'm glad I have the ability to like hyper focus on one thing and then tune out everything else.
I'm a little bit jealous.
You guys
Hmm.
doing pretty good up here, huh?
Yeah, business is pretty booming, really. Like I'm not even supposed like I mean I can work up here, but technically I'm just back room back there. But hell, even whenever I'm just sitting here trying to prep food and stuff, we get a shitload of customers. I think we made 1,500 just in the 30 minutes I've been
Oh
here.
damn.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
It's almost like when you have personalities working, people want to come and interact with them.
No kidding. God, yeah, some place like I try to avoid that unless I'm busy. Like I try to like actually come out and talk to folks instead of like just here's your food, have a good one, bye bye.
Yeah.
And like before I close down, like I'll come to like all the little businesses and stuff like that around here and make sure nobody wants food.
Mm-hmm. You know, I opened the county clerk office over there.
Yeah,
Yesterday.
how's that going? I
It's
remember you
going
showed
pretty
that to me
good.
yesterday.
I was trying to get him in charge of the Blaine County PDO office over here that I also put there.
Yeah.
And well, the other people they're trying to take credit for it all.
Well, like people down the city and shit, or what?
Yep.
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 Unsurprising.
It's a little
I think just
surprising.
about every other like government entity has that issue where it's like you'll come up with an idea, but then everybody else takes credit for it.
I didn't even step foot down here, and they're like, "Yeah, hey, look, we did this thing for you guys."
You two are the only people that are a part of anything down there that I've seen in this area that without being called, mind you, to like come
Mhm.
represent people or something.
Well, thank you.
Anything having to do with that. The courts down there.
I'm also trying to get a banker that can cash checks.
Oh yeah, that would be kind of
Nice.
cool. I was trying to think. There was I don't even know who to push this towards. Somebody made a suggestion about the speed limits through here because they think they're too slow. Like it's 40
What is
through
it
here,
right
I think.
now?
40.
It should be 45, I think.
45, 50, somewhere in there. Because I mean, there's a lot of like, well, it's like the entirety of Route 68 is 40, and there's a lot of
Mhm.
nothing through here. Through this area, I could understand 40. This is like a really high traffic area. Hell, I could understand like fucking 30 through here, but there's so many damn people running in the streets and shit. But 40, like I don't know, like I pull people over a lot for it, and they're just like, just like it's 40 through here. I'm like, yeah, I don't get it either, but you know, law's the law, so. But then again, I pull them over and they're going like fucking 70. So I mean, I guess I
Yeah.
don't particularly
You're
feel
like-
bad about it.
Yeah, you're like beyond the reasonable. Okay, maybe my radar is just a little
Yeah,
taps on it.
yeah. My I don't even set my radar to get people going 50. Like if they're driving through here. So like there's no way that anybody would ever get a ticket for me going 50 through here. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm just saying like for me, it's never going to happen.
Yeah, it'd be nice if there's like a midway speed limit between the highway and
Yeah, like everywhere that's not within the city, but not on the freeway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that. Because like you got roads like let's see, what's that one? Like Joshua. The Joshua's literally got nothing on it, but it's a 40-mile-per-hour zone, like all the way through, and there's only like 3 buildings on the entire road.
I mean, we are out in the country, much flat land.
Oh yeah, a lot of nothing.
Damn, we got some donations to our campaign.
They do.
Nice. Vote for Bone.
How much did they donate?
Someone
ask that.
donated a bunch of money, and then someone else donated a bunch of money. So we're up good. Hopefully, we're because
Okay.
because I had been running for governor before the old Flutteroony happened, and that was
Yeah.
50K to sign up for that. And they were like, "Oh yeah, you'll get a billboard and all this advertising and shit. It's all built into the price." And the flood happened, and they're like, "Well, everyone's gotta pay 5,000." And I was like, "Well, I already paid, but okay, here we go." And then they're like, "Oh
Damn.
yeah, you don't get anything with it. So now we gotta pay for our own shit. So
Well,
we
I'll
gotta
tell you what.
raise our own funds, which is fine. All I need is your vote, you know."
That's fair. Well, check the tray. That's everything that I had in my wallet on me right now.
Oh come
And-
on, you don't have to do
No,
that.
no, take it. I want to see your campaign do good. It's not much, but I want to contribute. I got more in the bank. Don't worry about me.
Really?
And I haven't
appreciate
collected a
that.
paycheck in like a week, so I think I'm sitting
yeah,
on
'cause you
a
gotta go down
lot.
the
So
city. Why? I don't know why they make you go to the city for that. It's so bad.
I wish we could just go to any bank, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because we got a lot of banks that don't really get used too much. So I don't know. I guess I don't mind it. Every time that I go there to get a paycheck, I always update every single one of my IDs too. So I'll never have an expired one.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to jail for that last year.
Oops.
Oh,
Good thing that
Star-
one got wiped away.
No oh, that is that not there anymore?
Anything that happened before the flood is.
Oh, that. I mean, I was a trooper with that on my record, so I mean,
Oh,
I
okay.
was fine, but it was just driving without a license because it started as illegal parking, and then I showed him my ID. I think that was. It was God. It was such a fucked up day too because I was doing the scavenging shit in the trash cans and all that, and I got pulled
Yeah.
over by 3 cops the first time, and they were just gonna they asked to search my car, and they were just like, okay, yeah. I was like, whatever, search my car, I don't care. They had nothing to search it on, but I let them, and they robbed me. So
the troopers did?
Nice.
the troopers robbed me. Yeah,
Why?
like
What?
September of last year, I was just some poor little dude, just fucking out doing my own thing. 3 troopers asked to search my car. I'm like, you know, whatever, I don't care. I don't got nothing to hide, and they robbed me. They stole all my materials out of the back of it.
That. I'm
Process
sorry.
materials, mind you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna go through that.
That's whatever. But then later that day, I also got pulled over again for apparently illegal parking, and then showed them my ID, which I think that was the 3rd time I've been pulled over today. And they're just like, "Oh, well, your ID is expired. You're going to jail." And they actually sent me to fucking prison for it. Like, it's like, dude, it was a 5-month charge. Fucking mess.
I didn't realize things were that bad. I thought that
Before Oster got in as chief, things were fucking dog shit. You have no idea how close I was to just becoming a full-fledged fucking. I had plans to become a weapons trafficker, dead ass. Like I was so ready for it because at that point cops had done nothing but fuck me. But then Oster got in there. I met cops who were nice to me, and then now I'm where I'm at now.
all right. Well, that's good at least.
Yeah, I'm a sheriff's deputy instead of a
Hey.
drug dealer. It's great.
Were you happy?
I'm a clerk, so maybe soon to be governor lieutenant instead of a face stealer.
Yeah, see, there you go. You always got to look on the positive side of stuff.
Mm-hmm. All things are good things.
Yeah, I agree.
Sometimes it's hard to see it at the time.
I agree. But, you know, that's okay. Because now I can use my job that I have now to not make people feel as shitty as I did whenever the cops interacted with me.
And gotta be the change you want to see, right?
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to do. Too bad you
Yeah,
got
which
people got snatched it out of your hands like they do to me.
I don't even know if I'm registered to vote or not.
You better.
I think I tried to, and
What's your
I couldn't
name?
figure out Somerset Riley. Somerset.
One more time.
Somerset.
I was never gonna spell your first name correctly.
Nobody ever does.
You are a voter.
I am? Okay, great. So when's the actual election hitting?
First and second. I have
Damn,
no details besides that. I don't know where it's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be like in person only or mail-in ballot. No, I don't know.
Either way, I should be around to vote, so. All right. I'm gonna cook a few crabs real quick just in case anybody else
Alright.
comes in here. So just give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Yeah, if y'all end up dipping out, I appreciate y'all stopping by.
I appreciate you.
This might be my new favorite place to go.
It's quite nice.
I'm glad it's owned by people that actually want to fit into this area and not people that were just trying to buy whatever was convenient.
That's right. I was hoping to actually write the contract for that for one of the owners
Oh, for what?
for this place. Just
Who's still on duty?
see, let me go back on duty. Wasn't on duty.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. See, Harry, Cassandra, Louis, you go first, and me.
Okay. James didn't even say goodnight.
Have we seen him earlier today?
James? Yeah, he walked out the door with them when I was dumbfounded that no one so much as thank you, Evelyn, for what you did up there for us.
Oh, that's right. I was kind of surprised, but I thought he seemed almost in shock from things, so I didn't want to push him on stuff.
He rage quit from BDO head because he didn't want to do extra work.
I mean, that's
and then
fair.
and then he wanted to ask to be a judge, which would be more work.
Oh, did he? I can understand though, if people are are coming here to work because they enjoy it, force them to do stuff that they're not want to do, treating it.
Well, it turned out it wasn't even as bad as he thought. But part of that's because Spring was being kind of a bitch. When he asked, like, does that mean you can tell an individual? And she said yes, and if you don't like it, you should quit. And so he did. But then Dan and Emma clarified that, like, if they tell the PDO they have to go to a call, they can delegate to someone. So it wouldn't have to be a specific person.
I think it's just the judges have been egoing a bit.
Have what?
Have been egoing a bit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was always a I don't do appeals kind of guy, and it was never a problem before.
Yeah, people had brought it up as an issues, but I had always said, I'm not been doing a great job teaching people. That's all I've been asking him. He's been absolutely doing his part, so I'm not going to ask him to do more than that if it's not what he's interested.
And he was a good mentor, so I mean,
he was a very good. I thought I'd been doing a pretty good job because the lawyers that had took around were the ones that I like hired on and trained a fair amount of them.
I don't even remember what you did.
I was just always
you know?
busy. Before
I
what?
mean, like, to like make them all like shun you.
Oh,
I don't remember what the excuse was.
because I went on strike.
I mean, it was before that when like everyone was arguing with everyone. I don't remember what it was all about.
Before that, I mean, I don't think I had done anything before that. Oh, I do remember that one actually. Yeah, me and James had an argument for like a good 5 hours. And yeah, and we'd had an argument even in front of some of them. Probably wasn't the most appropriate.
Alrighty, there we go. Now everything's all made up.
Ready to go.
Not a lot of barbecue sandwiches get ordered. So I'm surprised. Or maybe I made too many. I don't know.
Is it up on the wall?
Oh, it's not. Yeah, so we have another menu. At least a what the fuck? Where did it go? Somebody jack the menus. We have paper menus too, and oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay. I guess I don't know. Maybe I should try to get those put up somewhere. Otherwise, they're just gonna go to waste. Huh. Oh well. Quiet, not in harmony. I'm surprised.
What was that?
It's a quiet, not to not in harmony.
Oh, you
I'm
said the
kind of
Q
surprised.
word.
What is it?
You said the Q word.
Good. Need some more. Need some more action right now. There's nothing exploding. There's not people driving crazy down the road. I don't know. It feels strange.
Quiet.
Exactly. Hmm.
It's a weird feeling getting stabbed in the back and then being treated like you're overreacting.
I understand. I understand very well.
What happened?
So all the like work I put in this week to open up that clerk office and the trying to get like the Blaine County PDO thing squared away here, you know,
Yeah.
all that time I spent up here when they didn't want to step foot across the boundary. I tried to get it set up the way I had envisioned it, and then they all just like gate kept a bunch of shit, and then so we kind of had to compromise on it, and then they went and took like the entire credit for everything, like left my
Yeah.
name off it.
That really does blow.
I was the one in there meeting with Wrangler and Gordon and Dan and emailing the state and everything.
Kind of felt like that whenever the head of the
Well-
PDO was taken over. Right.
You know what? You should just plaster like as much as you can that it was that you should like say like, oh yeah, my clerk office and stuff like that, you know? Like really just staple your name to that shit. Because then if anybody else tries to take any kind of credit for it, you can just be like, oh well no, this is mine. This is for me.
The dictatorship. Would be for you.
Hmm.
I wonder if they're gonna take your name off the door.
Me?
I gave you free reign. Anytime they take your name off the door and put theirs up, you gotta put it right back. That was
Okay.
we did that shit, not them. Pissworm was there. He saw us do it.
Oh, you got people trying to take like your names off of shit?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him at this point.
See that's what I'm saying. You staple you fucking you go as hard as you can with that shit. Make sure every fucking body in the world knows that that's yours. I know it'll kind of seem like you're like, oh, well, you don't want to like be full of yourself or something like that. No, fuck that. Go for it. Do it.
Thanks for saying so. Hmm.
Oh, always. Hey, come get food. I'm at Casey's. Yeah, they just came by actually. Alrighty. Okay, yeah, sounds good. Okay, bye-bye. Oh goodness. I think I'll probably stay open till storm and then close down after and go do some deputy stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you
Mhm.
generally get a lot of business around this time?
Not as much as usual. I mean, everything kind of slows down around right now. But yeah, still enough to actually stay open, you know? 'Cause I don't think anything else is open. Wait, what the fuck? What? Am I not clocked in?
Oh no. Done that before.
I would say it's embarrassing, but I've had to do a lot of different runs, so. Wow, there is absolutely no. It blows my fucking mind. How many restaurants exist in this state that just never fucking open? It actually kind of pisses me off.
Yep.
Because each restaurant has its own thing that they could very easily profit off of, but people just don't do it. And I don't know, it makes me so
I think it's
mad.
like bad management and like
It's so bad.
boring
It's
vibes.
yeah, it's so bad. Like places like I know everybody shot on Rainbow Alley last year, but Rainbow Alley was like it had a lot of business going to it,
Yep,
and it was crazy, and
always.
that's why people loved it. Places like the Barcade or that sushi place up north, or like there's so many like cool ass places that if like people really tried, I feel like could have a lot more business. But they just don't. They just give up and they're just like, ah, fuck it. Whoever opens.
Well, I mean, a lot of it's also location. They put up business like in the middle of some random corner with nothing else near it, and it's like no wonder.
Yeah, and not to mention, like, even with the location, if you have
There he
cheaper
is.
prices, that'll entice people to come up there more, you know? But they don't
Mhm.
do that. They're just like, well, fuck it. We're just gonna try to stay afloat.
Hello, welcome.
Platinum.
Hey.
Thank you, Habibi. Thank you.
What can I get for you, boss man?
Bye bye.
I was on the phone.
Hello, good evening. How y'all doing?
Oh, you're a little quiet, my dear.
Huh?
Oh, it is?
There we go.
There we
How
go.
about now?
Yeah, perfect.
I said hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Mhm.
Thank God. I thought no restaurant would be ever open today, you know?
I always try to open around this time because nobody else is.
Very smart, very
Mhm.
smart.
Exactly.
Very good marketing. Well, let me see, what do I want? I want something, very filling, Like for a big guy like me.
Most filling thing we got is probably going to be the Australian crab special.
Australian crab special?
Comes with 2 crabs and 2 hot teas, but I can kind of mix and match the drinks to whatever you want.
You know what? Listen. Okay.
What's that?
I want 6 mains, I want 6 drinks, I want 5 sides. Fill me up, bro.
Alright.
Fill me up.
Oh, okay.
It's
Let's see.
okay. I can pay anything you want. Just fill me up, man.
Alrighty.
I work to eat.
Okay, how about 3 crab specials and some cherry pies.
That sounds good, Chi.
Alrighty. So let's see. You know, I'll make it. Let me calculate. How about 660?
660 sounds good, Chi.
Alrighty.
I don't know how you can tell I'm not bored up here is I haven't even touched
What,
Flappy Cat.
What kind of tea do you want? We got iced tea, peppermint tea, green tea, black tea.
Hey,
Black
everyone.
tea.
Alrighty. There's your 6 crabs.
And here's your money.
Appreciate that. Let me get your tea for you.
I hope
Thank
they
you so
make
much.
these comfy. We'll find a way.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, are you
I parked correctly, I promise.
Hey.
queuing? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, your pie and tea is in the tray.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Absolutely.
You have yourself a lovely day, my friend.
Same to you, buddy.
Thank you, Abdul.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
You're the
You have a good
best.
one. Enjoy the food. It's very good.
Safe taxiing out there, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
What a guy.
Oh, that's great.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing all right. I opened up the county clerk office and the Blaine County PDO over there.
Nice.
And hopefully we'll have a bank manager soon who can cash paychecks.
That would be nice.
Oh, see, right?
What the fuck?
He's screwing around out there.
Who is that?
Silly billies.
Why are people
Yeah.
not?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
salt.
love you.
Love you too.
Uh,
I'm still okay. There we go.
a pepper.
Ugh.
Is this where Fargo sits?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how
Mhm.
how did you know?
It's always warm.
Because such a
Hello.
I mean, you know,
such a
it-
big ass.
Hey, how are you doing, sweetheart?
well,
Don't I?
Oh, that's
you
welcome.
can't help that, okay? Hey, what can I get for you?
What do you
Any-
recommend today? I'm pretty hungry.
I'm gonna go stand at
Well, if you're looking
my
to be filled
clerk
up,
office
the
for a
crab
little
special's
bit.
pretty good.
Sure. All right.
Crab special.
Yeah, 2 crabs.
That way, if
2
people
cheese.
come by, they don't miss out. Look, they got a helicopter up there now. They're just leaving it out
What?
up there.
Oh, I see that.
It's cool looking.
It is very cool looking.
Well,
Mm. What did
I'll
you
just
say?
I'll just have to get my own furnishings to put in here,
Oh.
unless I can get some like help in here.
What did you say you were wanting to this area?
Oh, this will probably be like a little magistrate courthouse.
Oh, this area.
Well,
Interesting.
a little stage
Hmm.
with some chairs or whatever.
It's an idea.
This actually wasn't my idea. It was that one trooper, the blonde trooper lady. I think she's German or something. Her
Kylie,
name's
I think
Kelly.
you said.
Kylie.
Kylie.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't remember exactly. I only caught her name one time. But yeah, it was her idea to, hey, we could do that. I was like, you know what? I'll put a pin in that idea.
Um,
Oh.
You know, maybe that guy's right. Maybe we do need to plaster a name on this. Maybe we
Yeah.
maybe we need
I
to
mean-
create the listatorship.
I have my name here. I have your name here. They'd have to redo this whole sign if they want to take your name off it, because it's part of it. And then your name is here. This is how you know he was here when we were doing that, because he wanted his name on it too. I put this hiring sign over here. I'd like to know if there's any more clerks that want to work out of here, but I don't
Theodore's
think
been using
any-
it quite a bit.
Theodore?
Theodore.
Nice. Which Theodore?
Lars.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, he's welcome to it. I guess I could make it a DA. Actually, you know what? Maybe I can make this other office a DA's like thing.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting. So that way we could be on like the same
Do you,
side of things.
do you
Yeah.
think you're able to copy this paint style for over there?
Well, wouldn't you want it to be different if it's for the DA? So like a different style.
I mean, I want to move the tray one over there. I just
Oh
can't
yeah. Let me see if I can do that.
copy it. Sorry if I start swinging. Oh, I thought about it.
Isn't there an office back here?
I don't know if they'll use it, but I'll at least offer it to them. And then if they end up putting the PDO into the motel over there, then I don't know about that because there's a lot of action that goes on over there. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the coloring right.
No, it wasn't. It was the radio, sorry. Oh, do it again? Oh, I hear it now. I do. Did I spell attorney correctly?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. I like the blue on yellow.
It is nice. So.
I mean, I guess the DA doesn't need to have a whole office here. They probably need a lock space too, but I'll offer it to them.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Yeah, put it in the sun.
I don't see it.
Oh wait, I don't think I got the shadow over it. It's right here.
For some reason I'll have to fix the read distance on it. It's very up close. I'll fix it later. I want to know who's putting plants in front of the TV.
All right, here we go.
Nice. He's on the ground like a worm. Perfect. This was supposed to be my happy project.
No, even if other people don't recognize you for it, I'll recognize you for it. All right.
I appreciate that.
Appreciate you. Maybe we can hold the poetry nights here or something.
The who?
The poetry nights here or something.
Oh, I don't know how to do poetry.
It's not hard. You just gotta write what you're feeling. Doesn't have to be
Maybe-
good or anything like that. Just gotta write for yourself.
Maybe we'll get the sheriff and the deputies involved.
Interesting. You see, I'm feeling kind of in the poetry mood. So
You know, I think you're the only person who has never made me feel guilty or wrong for feeling the things that I do.
I mean, you're always yourself and your feelings. You never have to justify being yourself.
I've lost a lot of things because I am the way that I am.
Sure,
Lost more jobs than most people have even applied for.
sure you've gained quite a bit too, though, right?
I don't know.
It's up to you to decide if it's a gain or loss. For me, I never really had much to begin with. I've kinda felt like my, why would people bother sticking around me in the first place, you know? It's,
Mm-hmm.
but, you know, if I'm useful to them, you know, maybe they'll stick around. Maybe they'll keep me company. Maybe they'll won't abandon me. So
I'm sorry if I've ever made you feel abandoned.
well, thank you, but I don't think you have.
I'm sorry if I've ever said anything that others might have construed as like supporting talking about you behind your back or whatever.
Like,
Whether it came off that way or not, you know, whether or not it was my intention to, if someone took it that way, you know.
thank you. I appreciate you. I've been trying to be much more careful when talking about people or whatnot, as I've realized how powerful stuff like that is. I hadn't realized the effect my words might have on that person, and so I try to remove a bit of that power. Why I don't say names, or I try to not to say names.
If there was a way for me to give you a separate entity and have it still be paid under Saba, I would do it.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
And I will be annoying about it and I will fight for it until I'm told by, like, the gods to stop.
Honestly, I'm not. I get that it was nice to have, you know, a little bit of control over everything. It was nice to, you know, have people coming to me for things and all that. It was also a lot. It's a lot of work. It was a lot of very overwhelming at times. I mean, I can make it a good thing that I'm not chief of the PDO anymore. It's really hard to feel like it right now. I'm not sure, but I feel like I've been trying to do what others want of me for a long time. I'm not really sure how to do things for myself.
I don't know how to do things for myself. I try to do things for other people because I don't know how to do things for myself.
I understand that. Well, well, what would you like someone to do for you?
Hmm. Well, I mean, I guess now I have a governor candidate that's taking me seriously enough to let me run with him. So that's cool.
It's cool.
I got Wrangler, who apparently everyone thinks is the biggest villain in the city, who respects me enough to say, hey, yeah, if you want to put that there, put that there. Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I got you, who's apparently this mad, power-hungry, crazy person, who's sitting here getting like emotionally deep with me and letting me get it out instead of walking away and saying it's beyond you. That's cool, I guess.
I think that's cool too. Thank you. I've been feeling somewhat emotional too with you. I'm not used to emotions.
You've supported me every step of this.
Of course I have. I mean, you've been doing this for me, right? As well as the others, but of course I'm going to support you in that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're a bit headstrong regarding things, but I don't think that's a bad thing. It's very, very you.
I never used to be that way. I used to be such a people pleaser that, like, if I was headstrong, you would never know because I would just cower behind. Well, as soon as someone tells me not to do something, I would just stop. I didn't want to step on any toes. And whenever I did start stepping on toes or putting up boundaries, people just accused me of being mean and rude and uncaring.
It's kind of hard, I guess, to feel like people aren't willing to try and understand.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes I get so overwhelmed that I just start snapping at people, and I don't mean to.
Okay, you know what? I understand. It's okay to get overwhelmed.
But then they just say, well, that's just the way it is. That's the way it's gonna be.
Doesn't have to be that way. It might feel like it sometimes, but it doesn't have to. Sometimes you gotta, ask yourself why you're doing things.
You know, I could have waited. I could have waited till it was like politically convenient. I could have been like, you know what? They need this up here, but I'm gonna wait until I'm a governor so that then I can, I can use it as like a tool. Hey, if you vote for me, I can give you this thing up here. I could have made it. I could have made the people a political tool like everyone else is doing. When I see something that I think could be better, I try to work on it.
Mm-hmm. I think
And I
that's
don't
good.
really know. I don't know how to do many things. I don't have very many like useful skills. I'm not good at math. I can't remember history facts. I like science, but I don't know a lot about it. I know enough to like memorize like doctor shit, but I'm not like book smart.
I mean, I think you're very intelligent from what I've seen of you.
Yeah, but if you were to like quiz me about like school subjects, I don't know anything.
I mean, what I cared, I dropped out.
Really?
Yeah, I dropped out. Dropped out early too.
I tried to. I was basically forced to go. I almost didn't make it through.
I actually learned much more after I dropped out, more than I ever did being in school.
Yeah.
I'm really like reading smart. I don't really know what that means, but when it comes to like language and stuff like that, I'm smart. Or at least that's what I've been told. For you though, I mean, I've seen that you're. If you care about something, you learn it very much so. I mean, I don't think you need more than that. You don't need to have some knowledge of what happened in the far history or whatever. I don't care what year some war happened in.
Hmm. I used to get told I was stupid because I couldn't, like, tell you the list of old white men who used to be presidents.
Why would that matter?
Because apparently that's what makes you smart and out in the real world, you know? When they're like, you gotta remember random school subjects, that's how you're smart. And I just couldn't care less. I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't affect me what they did. What affects me is what we do now.
For me, I feel like I've been finding more and more that people being open to things is what I really value, and being open to new ideas, to change in some way, to new people.
Well, it's kind of funny that they want to try to claim credit for this, but I know you'll still be the one up here while they all stay down there.
Well, thank you. I mean,
Like, I haven't seen them step foot in this place unless I'm literally begging them to come see what I did.
I don't know how else to live other than to, I don't know, to grind, try help others. I did before, and it wasn't a very fun life. Just doing things for
You know,
myself.
you could be petty, you could do all the cell reps, and then when they want bench trial, just say, oh, that's gonna be someone else's problem.
I'm pretty good at being able to change people's or like adjust their
Mhm.
expectations a bit. So, you know, if they most people who want a bench chill, I'm usually encouraging them to get a bench chill.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my job as a lawyer, I've always felt my job as a lawyer is to help people feel heard, and understood, and that they have someone on their side.
Yeah.
If I can do that, then I'm happy. You know, actually, before I was a lawyer, I'd wanted to be a life counselor.
Same difference. Some of these people treat lawyers like that.
Yeah, and be the emotional support lawyer sometimes. That's okay. I just hope I can be there, if somebody needs me. Like I had felt that you were feeling pretty hurt for a while, and I was like, I need to be there for her.
Maybe it's the part where like everyone I care about, including Dan and James and all of them, would just kind of let that happen, and they didn't really have faith in what I was trying to do. They were just like either no, or it's not gonna work, or now that it's working, oh that's ours now.
I have faith in you, but I'm not sure how much faith I have in people in the TOJ. I had faith that you would give everything to try your best, but I also had some faith that people would try and stand in your way. You're very honest.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
people hate that
Why would they hate that?
because most people are full of shit, and it makes them feel called out.
Thank you for being honest with me.
Welcome.
I try and be honest. I used to not lie a lot, but I used to just, give white lies here and there. And I stopped doing that. My brother, he'd said his life had changed after he stopped lying. I'm like, is that really the case? It's like, all right, just try it. Just try it for like a week or two. I did, and it changed my life. And I tried going a step beyond that. Even this is the scary one. This is very scary. But what if I stopped holding things back too? Like if I found I was like hiding something, what if I said that? That'd be really scary. That is really scary. I can't do that one all the time, but I try to sometimes. Things often feel pretty scary, but scary things are good for you.
Mm.
If you ever need me for anything, though, I'll be there for you.
I appreciate that.
I learned this from actually hearing other people do it. If you're thanking the person because of the action, that's nice and all. But if you say, I appreciate you, thinking the person themselves, it feels a lot more genuine. Feels a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I do a little bit of both.
Ever since I saw someone do that, I'm like, wait, I can appreciate the person, not their action. That's amazing. I can. I'll do that too. I try and be open to that. My idea might not be best. I'd actually like to, have an idea better than mine. if there can be an idea better than mine, then that's great. It's amazing.
Mhm. They could have had a solution to all their little petty issues. Just last week, there were like 3 of them were like, "I'm never going up in Blaine County. You can't make me." And then I gave them a solution where that none of them would ever have to do that, and they're like, "No, we want that power for us." Hey, by the way, we did that.
We'll see a lot of things. Okay, though I kind of, I don't really get it, but I can at least understand it happens. For you, I feel like you're somewhat territorial. Not really like in a bad way, but like that you greatly value, like where you spread your roots.
Mm-hmm. Must be the tree nature of me.
What's it called? The druid, like a guardian of nature. Kind of feels like that.
Yeah.